Is Samsung making a risky bet with the Exynos 2500 in the Galaxy Z Flip 7? And will the Galaxy Z Fold 7 escape this fate? Samsung has just confirmed that it is working on the Exynos 2500 and it plans to use it in mobile devices launching in the second half of 2025. This raises big questions about the future of Samsung's foldable lineup. The Galaxy S25 series launch left many feeling underwhelmed. While Samsung did introduce an upgraded camera for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, better speakers, and improved AI features, there was no major leap forward. Now all eyes were on Samsung's next big event, the summer unpacked launch of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7. However, recent leaks suggest that excitement may be short-lived. Initially, rumors pointed to the Galaxy Z Fold 7 using Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite, just like the Galaxy S25 series. Some reports even suggested a slightly weaker 7-core version of the chip. Many expected this to be the standard worldwide, but new information hints at a different strategy. Samsung's System LSI division recently mentioned that it is working on optimizing the Exynos 2500 and securing its place in upcoming mobile devices launching in the second half of the year. This aligns with earlier leaks that revealed the Galaxy Z Flip 7 would feature the Exynos 2500. However, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 was widely expected to stick with Qualcomm's chip. This raises the possibility of a regional split in processors, similar to what happened with the Galaxy S24 series. In that case, users in the United States and a few other regions received Qualcomm's chip, while Europe and other markets got the Exynos 2400. If Samsung follows the same approach, it could mean that some regions will get the Exynos 2500 and the Galaxy Z Fold 7 instead of the Snapdragon 8 Elite. This is not necessarily bad news, but it adds to concerns about Samsung's foldables this year. There haven't been many leaks about groundbreaking new features, making this processor decision even more important. Of course, Samsung may only be referring to the Galaxy Z Flip 7 when discussing the Exynos 2500, so we will have to wait for more leaks to confirm the final details. Another major question is how the Exynos 2500 will compare to the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Historically, Samsung's in-house chips have been slightly slower than Qualcomm's, leading to concerns about performance differences between the two models. If the Galaxy Z Fold 7 does end up with an Exynos variant in some regions, Samsung will need to ensure it can match the performance of its Snapdragon counterpart. Aside from the processor debate, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is rumored to be a refined version of the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. It could feature a slimmer and lighter design, possibly with larger displays. However, this could also mean the removal of S Pen support. While it is hard to imagine Samsung making this change, the company already made compromises with the Galaxy S25 Ultra's S Pen, so anything is possible. Price-wise, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 are expected to follow last year's pricing strategy. Have you ever been stuck outside trying to check your phone, only to realize the screen is so dim you can barely see a thing? And then you notice your battery just hit 5%. If you've been using Samsung Galaxy phones for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For years, Galaxy users have dealt with this frustrating issue. The moment your battery drops below 5%, the screen dims drastically. It's supposed to save power, but let's be honest, it mostly just makes using your phone a nightmare, especially in bright sunlight. You're left squinting, blindly dragging the brightness slider, hoping to bring your screen back to life. Well, Samsung has finally listened. With One UI 7, this problem is finally being fixed. The latest update based on Android 15 introduces a new setting that gives you control over this automatic dimming. It's called Auto Dim Screen, and it can be found in the settings menu under battery. Simply turn it off, and your screen will stay at your preferred brightness, even when your battery is running low. This might seem like a small change, but it's one that could make a huge difference in daily use. No more struggling to read messages or navigate your phone when your battery is low. It's the kind of improvement that makes a phone feel more user-friendly, giving you more control instead of forcing you to deal with the built-in limitation. Right now, One UI 7 is available on the Galaxy S25 and Galaxy S24 series. But if you have another Samsung flagship device, you won't have to wait long. A wider rollout is expected to begin in February, bringing this and other upgrades to more users. This is just one of many refinements Samsung is making with One UI 7, proving that sometimes it's the little things that matter most. Have you ever been frustrated by your phone dimming at low battery? Let us know in the comments. If you found this update useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tech updates. Could Apple's iPhone SE 4 hit it out of the park, or is it more of a swing and a miss? Apple's gearing up for its big iPhone release of 2025, and no, it's not the iPhone 17 series, though that's certainly something we're all expecting. And while many are eagerly anticipating Samsung's Galaxy S25 Edge, Apple's got something else in the works. It's the iPhone SE4, a phone that's been on the minds of budget-conscious Apple fans since 2023. And it's almost here. This isn't just any regular iPhone release, it's a chance for Apple to give its more budget-conscious customers what they've been asking for. A modern iPhone SE with thin bezels, almost ready to go. Most of the key details are locked in, but there's one big question hanging in the air. To notch or not to notch? That's the million-dollar question. According to a recent update from display industry expert Ross Young, the SE4 is likely to sport a notch similar to the iPhone 14, which has made a lot of people wonder, is this really the best choice for Apple's latest budget-friendly device? This news doesn't sit well with everyone, especially not the industry leaker Evan Blass, who had hinted at a dynamic island design for the SE4. However, after Ross Young's update, Blass joked that he might need to offer refunds for his earlier prediction, confirming that the notch is here to stay. Why would Apple stick with a design that's so widely debated? Well, the answer might lie in cost-cutting measures. Apple is known for making profit-driven decisions, and while this might seem like a slight letdown to some, it was always expected to be a direction they'd take. Still, it leaves some wondering whether this is the right move for Apple in the long run. So what's the trade-off? Dynamic island or a cheaper price? Let's be real. Apple has its reasons for keeping the price of the iPhone SE4 in check. At the end of the day, it's all about the Apple tax. It's the cost of maintaining the status symbol that comes with owning an iPhone, no matter how much more you could get with a similar budget Android phone. But for those who will go for the SE4, there's a decision to make. Will the iPhone SE4's notch and single rear camera turn people off, or will the affordable price tag be enough to sway potential buyers? The iPhone SE3 started at $429, and the SE4 is expected to follow with a similar entry price of around $450. But imagine if Apple had gone all out and priced it at $500 with a dynamic island design and dual cameras. Now that would have set the tech world on fire. But at $450, it might struggle to make the same impact. Sure, some of you might say that a higher price tag for this budget phone just wasn't going to happen. But look at last year's iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. Those models didn't see a price increase despite their high-end specs. So it's clear Apple can afford to make a bold move when it wants to. It's just that, with the iPhone SE4, they decided to play it safe. Let's think about this from a long-term perspective. Most buyers of budget smartphones, like the iPhone SE, hold on to their devices for 4 or 5 years. But owning a notched iPhone in 2029? That could feel like a relic. Apple's decision to stick with a notch might cost them in the long run, especially if customers feel they've settled for less. What do you think? Will the iPhone SE4 find success with this design, or will it fall short of expectations? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Could AT&T be releasing the Samsung Galaxy S25 series today? That's the question many Samsung fans are asking after a surprising leak emerged just days before the official release date. We all know that February 7th, 2025 is the scheduled launch day for Samsung's highly anticipated Galaxy S25 series. However, an unexpected twist has raised the possibility that you might be able to walk into an AT&T store right now and pick up one of these brand new smartphones. Yes, today on January 31st. Could it be true? Let's start from the beginning. On January 22nd, 2025, Samsung officially unveiled the Galaxy S25 family, consisting of the Galaxy S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra. The reveal had been eagerly anticipated by Samsung fans, with months of leaks and insider information building up the excitement. Samsung had even opened up pre-orders for the new devices, and with the official release date set for February 7th, it seemed like everything was moving according to plan. But now, a new report has thrown a curveball into the mix. According to a story from the Mobile Report, which is known for covering T-Mobile and carrier-related news, AT&T might be getting the Galaxy S25 series into stores earlier than anyone expected. The report claims to have gotten its hands on an internal AT&T document that suggests the carrier might be launching the Galaxy S25 lineup in stores as early as January 31st, today, at the time of this writing. Yes, a full week ahead of the official February 7th release date. This news is huge, and not just because of the excitement surrounding the launch of the Galaxy S25 series. It's also noteworthy because it would be a very unusual move for AT&T to be the first carrier to offer the Galaxy S25 series in stores, especially ahead of T-Mobile and Verizon. Typically, these three major U.S. carriers launch Samsung's flagship devices at the same time, but usually with no carrier beating the others to the punch by an entire week. In fact, it would be unprecedented for any of them to make a Galaxy release available in stores a week earlier than expected. So, what does this mean for you? Is there a chance you could walk into an AT&T store today and leave with the Galaxy S25, S25 Plus, or S25 Ultra in hand? Well, while it's certainly an exciting prospect, there are a few things we need to keep in mind before rushing to the store. First, it's important to note that this news is based on a leaked internal document. That means there's still a possibility that this could all be a misunderstanding or even worse, a fabricated rumor. Until AT&T officially confirms this early release, we can't be entirely sure whether the report is true. However, considering the source's track record of reliable leaks, it's worth keeping a close eye on any updates from AT&T in the coming hours. Secondly, this situation is much different from the occasional early shipping of pre-order units, something that happens now and then with high-demand phones. A pre-order shipment being sent out early generally involves only a small number of customers and doesn't require much effort from carriers or manufacturers. On the other hand, a full-scale early in-store launch would require careful coordination between AT&T, Samsung, and the retail location.